Hola! How's everyone doing? Give me 1 second to get these guys up. Alright. There we go. Sweet. All right, good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? As you know, I'm Austin Smith of Noble Wine Tours. We host private tours in Napa and Sonoma counties, focusing on kind of boutique, off-the-beaten-path wineries. And then during the pandemic, we started hosting these awesome live streams, virtual tastings, to stay connected with our guests and to keep exploring the valley and sharing some new properties. Really excited today about this producer. And just, thank you guys again so much for joining. Really excited. And today we're going to talk about Castellucci Winery. Boutique little producer. We're going to do 4 different wines. We're going to check out a Chenin Blanc for $42, a Merlot for $70, a Rutherford Cab for $110, and a Spring Mountain Cab for $160. And awesome wines. Tasted these this morning and excited to run through them again with you guys. So let's check them out. And we've got Nan in the house, Casey Jenkins, how's it going? Dan Gaver, thanks so much for joining. Steph, Miss Leonie in the house, holla. Good to see everyone, thanks again. Cool. So exciting project. This is Castellucci Winery, Napa Valley. They are the brainchild of Maria and Marco Castellucci, brother and sister team on this. And first vintage was in 2012. Jack Cole is the winemaker. They do about 1,200 cases in total, so really small producer. And located in St. Helena. The Castellucci family has a pretty awesome history. Grandfather in Italy was making wines. Their father immigrated to Argentina and then came out to San Francisco in the 70s and had the foresight, luckily, to buy some land. And they have about 50 acres throughout Napa Valley planted. Sold a lot of their grapes off to some really premier producers. And then back in 2012, they wanted to get back into the family winemaking business and started producing. They also own 2 gorgeous B&Bs in St. Helena. The Ink House, absolutely stunning property. And then they have another smaller boutique just off of Zinfandel Lane that they're doing. But yeah, super excited to check out their portfolio. We got spotlighted to this brand, if you will, by Scotty Stark, a really good friend of ours. Scotty Stark also is a kind of jack of all trades, and then he specializes in kind of being the point man for really small boutique producers. So he's great to work with. Stark Advantage is his company, and he has access to, I think, like 8 or 9 different producers now, and all really small, and kind of, again, can showcase different price points, different palettes, different styles of wines. So really excited to check out this new one from him. Here we go. So we're going to start off with Chenin Blanc. Not a popular varietal in Napa Valley or even in Sonoma County. Really excited to try this. Something just unique and different. They can source these grapes out of Clarksburg, which does a really nice job with them. And then native to the Loire Valley of France. Extremely popular in South Africa. If you get some South African wines, their whites almost 90% of the time is Chenin Blanc. Can be really bright acidity. They can go from dry table wines to sparkling wines all the way to late harvest or dessert wines as well. So huge breadth with this varietal. And then these guys have done it bone dry, really refreshing. So this is 2017 Chenin Blanc from Clarksburg. It's referred to as the Lucia. And then this is $42 a bottle. It's 12.5% on the alcohol. And excited to check it out. Really nice orange blossom on the nose, a little lemon zest. Picking up some quince and lychee. That's really just awesome. There was this really nice kind of artistry to all of these wines I kind of discovered when I was tasting them this morning with the Mr. Cole's approach to making them. Really just huge finesse, really light touch, just really light-handed on all of them. A little old world focus, I would say. Just something, for me personally, really refreshing. None of them were over-extracted. They weren't these fruit bombs. They had a lot of the other secondary, tertiary flavors. Still had a good amount of fruit, but just a ton of layers to them. And again, really, really just soft touch on all of them. That's lovely. So really refreshing again. Balanced on everything though. The acidity is really, really in check. It's definitely there on the backbone, but it's not overpowering at all. Just luscious fruit. Kind of muddled pineapple, if you will. Little yellow apple, lemon curd. Really, really nice. Just luscious on that. Guava. Just a hint of honey. That's really nice. On the finish, still picking up the pineapple. Long finish too. This hangs on the palate. Really nice. Can still taste this a minute or two later. And again, balanced acidity. And just, yeah, really, really soft but rich mouthfeel. Awesome wine. Thank you guys so much for sharing that. Next, we're going to check out their Merlot. This is 2013. This is from St. Helena. This goes for $70, and it's 14% alcohol. Nice. Thanks so much for joining, Castellucci, as well. Alec, how you doing, sir? Spencer, thanks for joining. Sierra in the house. Hello. Katie in the house, my good sister there. Thanks for joining us. All right, check out the Merlot again, 2013 Merlot. Also really cool with these guys, they kind of lay their wines down before releasing them. So we got 2 13s and a 14 for the reds, where a lot of wineries right now are on their current vintage of 17, 18. Kind of hard to find some 15s or 16s, so really cool to see something with some age, really let those flavor profiles harmonize and settle. Nice cracked pepper on the aroma. Definitely getting some raspberry, clove, little sandalwood. Really nice. Definitely picking up the raspberry again on the palate. Kind of a cherry cola, if you will. And still getting that nice black pepper. Even a little dry cherry kind of component to it. Finish, definitely picking up the cherry. Medium finish, again, really, really balanced, really light on the palate. I was really impressed by all the lineup of just how kind of the finesse to them again. Really, really soft touch. Medium tannins, balanced acidity, medium bodied, and again, just that nice soft mouthfeel. Yeah, none of these are a tannin bomb or anything like that. But easy drinking. Awesome Merlot. Again, $70 coming out of St. Helena. Fantastic. And then we got 2 cabs to do back to back. We're going to check out their Rutherford cab first. This is 2014. 110 a bottle. Goes for 14.5 on the alcohol. Let's check it out. Got Kool-Aid in the house. How's it going? Shane Mullers, good to see you, sir. All right, that's wonderful. Yeah, again, as I mentioned, all these like secondary kind of tertiary flavors just coming through, which I was really impressed by. Bacon fat, leather, little cedar wood. Still getting some vanilla, currant. It was really nice. Just they're not over extracted. They're not these tannin monsters or anything like that. Really nice harmony of the fruit profile and the and the oak influence. Definitely getting some berry action, little boysenberry, plum. That's great. Still a little spice too, kind of white pepper, picking up that cherry fruit. Finish, picking up the plum, still hanging on there. Medium finish, medium long finish on this guy. Again, tannins are not overwhelming at all. Really just balanced, definitely benefiting from that age, from them cellaring these after they bottle and stuff too. Medium polished tannins, balanced acidity. Again, really just velvety mouthfeel. I forgot to mention food pairings with the last two, but I would do like a nice wild boar pappardelle with this guy. Fantastic cab. Merlot, do like a cool like pulled pork sandwich would be fantastic with that. Get some crispy onions on there. And then the Chenin Blanc would be awesome with like a seared halibut, like a lemon beurre blanc sauce. Killer, killer, killer. So yeah, fantastic cab. Rutherford, 110 a bottle. Just easy, easy drinking. But again, a lot of layers and really nice complexity to this guy. Awesome cab, thank you. And then we're going to finish with their Spring Mountain cab. Love Spring Mountain appellation personally. It's my favorite AVA of Napa Valley. It's a little sad we actually probably get up there the least with guests. A lot of the wineries on that mountain are fantastic, but really hard to get a hold of a live body to make a reservation. And peak season, when we're banging out itineraries, kind of time is of the essence, and I can't wait 2 to 3 days for a callback. But love Spring Mountain. It's going to be on the Mayacamas mountain range of Napa Valley, so on the west side. Gets a lot of afternoon shade there, so still gets enough sun to ripen the fruit, good fruit characteristics, but again the afternoon shade is going to cool things down, pick up again kind of more of the earthy minerality characteristics and all the other secondary flavors that are going to get highlighted, but also really kicks up their acid as well. Really, really balanced wines on Spring Mountain. Love going up there. This is 2013. Spring Mountain Cab goes for $160 a bottle. It's 14.9 on the alcohol. And let's check it out. Miss Sol Davini in the house. Thanks for joining, John Johnson. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I agree. Merlot has been awesome. Very, very good, especially during these quarantine days. Definitely agree with you on that, Johnny. So all of these lineups too just had these fantastic bouquet, just huge aromas jumping out of the glass, and again just all those kind of other layers to them. This guy definitely baking spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, black pepper, has a sweet tobacco coming through. Picking up a little floral notes like violet, black currant is awesome. Picking up the currants again on the palate, plum, really, really nice. Oh, that's fantastic, man. Wonderful bouquet. Dark chocolate or cocoa coming through. And again, all those baking spices, still picking those up on the palate. Really wonderful wine. This is definitely the boldest of the lineup. A little bit more structured. Definitely bigger body, bigger tannin structure. Kind of blending between the oak and the grape tannins on this guy. But definitely it's got more bravado than the other two reds. Black cherry on the finish. Long finish on this guy. Just again hanging on there, cliffhanger. Bold tannin structure, balanced acidity still. Still overall that kind of just, you really see Jack Cole's kind of artistry needs just that really nice finesse on this still. Do like an au poivre New York steak would be absolutely fantastic. If you would like to check out any of these wines, we'd love to get them into your collection, into your cellar, and on your table, of course. Reach out to me directly. And I want to say thanks again so much for joining. Recap again: Chenin Blanc, $42. Merlot, 2013 from St. Helena, $70. Rutherford, 2014 Cabernet Sauvignon is $110, and the Spring Mountain 2013 Cabernet Sauvignon is $160. Castellucci, thanks so much for allowing us to highlight your winery and your amazing wines. This was fantastic. We look forward to working with you guys in the future, and also sending guests your way for the B&Bs and picking up there as well. As always, hug your loved ones and wash your hands. Thanks so much for joining. We'll see you all next week. Cheers.
Good job, Bo.
And Mark's there we go. Just a couple.
I was trying to think of, I was gonna like, oops, I'm gonna turn up this.